you descend the staircase from the upper levels, passing by the orrery. Actually, I'll place your party right here. There you go. Coming down now to that one space. As I mentioned, the orrery is still turning. The lightning that was powering it is still coming through the cables and still hitting it, and therefore, while there's no one to read its messages, it is still there speaking to whoever would be able to listen. As I described, as you looked, Plum, as you looked by, you noticed that next to the two sort of abandoned brooms, you find two distinct goblin masks made out of wood, of whom you know the origin. However, whoever was wearing them are gone.
Yeah.
Now, this place used to be silent, anyways, except for maybe the crackling of those bolts of lightning and electricity, and the occasional sweeping. But here, it seems even more eerie than that. As in, it seems that life has sort of fled. The two the two armored skeletons that were protecting the cell to the east have not moved. One of them still crumpled to the floor where you left them.
Mm-hmm.
Karatha's magic is not here anymore.
Those two had never been magical. Just two
but
goblins
for the
who
whole place. The lifeless side of the place.
It's actually, it's maybe something different. As in, all of a sudden, you realize that it's like a veil that's been lifted. It's slowly but surely. The magic of this place was never Endelin's. She made use of it. She channeled it for her own design, but the magic of this place, she did not build Motherhorn. Motherhorn was here long before her.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's kind of, the rock seems to be almost breathing again, and sort of, maybe it's not that there's no life, maybe what you're feeling is no longer her influence.
Okay.
Something's lifted.
Okay.
Yay, kitty again. So, is there anything that you would like to visit here on this floor?
Visit.
I don't think so. I mean, we've been
I think we've been everywhere. Yeah.
The only one maybe not is this one, like on the bottom left. But it's just about...
Yeah.
I
I think we had determined by the fact that you're saying that would be the tower where the cloud
oh yes, because there's a balloon.
Yeah.
Actually, we can check out the balloon, I guess.
If it's still there.
Yeah. See if it's still there. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. I'll save you the trouble as you walk down, open the door. You do find what is left of a small, maybe, salon or waiting area. There's a chair.
Yep.
There's a small coffee table, a pair of chairs where maybe somebody would maybe talk, or they've been abandoned. The door is left flapping open in the wind to the outside, and you can see off in the distance, speeding against the direction of the wind, this very small rain cloud that is holding up a basket and heading towards the horizon.
Mhm.
Hmm.
That was a little bit predictable. That the Darklings would just up and go.
GTFO.
Well, yeah.
And so it is the same, and and the two places that you'd seen were basically. Well, I mean, do you want to see the other two? You want to see here and there?
We could even go down to the stage through there. So
Yes,
Yeah.
that is true. Yeah, you could.
Yeah, why not?
We might as well take one of them and
Okay, want to go down directly to the stage?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. There you go. And I've been doing this without our viewers who have not been able to see what I've been doing with the map.
gasp.
Yes. As you've come down, things have calmed down from what you could see earlier. Ysdred.
What's that?
There's still very much conversation. I think the body of Endelin is now sort of strewn apart. There's a piece of cloth, probably sort of a large handkerchief that has been placed over her face. By the quality, you're pretty sure that it's one of the goblins that did that. And there's now this energy of people are talking with hope, with whatever, deciding what to do next. As you sort of step up, you can hear conversations about, oh, we should stay here, make it into what it was supposed to be, which is a great school for the arts and for theater and for prop making. Yep. Others are going, what the hell are you talking about? None of us want to stay here anymore. And there's that whole thing that going about. You'll notice that any of the goblins that were part of the rigging or the all of the how'd you call it? When you sort of help out with the roadies. The roadies have disappeared.
Yeah.
But here and there in a corner, you'll find discreetly placed, either on one of the seats or in a corner under the stairs, these little masks. But yeah, most of them have sort of disappeared far and wide. The only one there are only two that really stay.
Vig.
One is Vig, and the other one, of course, is Stage Fright.
Right.
Though Speckle Nose and Zolt, who were the two the two machinists at the back, they were the ones handling the cranes that changed the sets, are just sitting there, sort of sometimes thumb, sometimes finger up their nose, sort of waiting for instructions, because they quite like moving the machinery around, and they're happy to stay, basically.
Anyone who wants to stay should.
Yeah.
Anyone knows how to put, and she talks to Stage Fright, those who stayed, how to put the goblins back to normal?
So as you, Stage Fright is sort of, again, arguing, he's basically trying to convince people that he was there for the art and not part of this dictatorish machine. That he's trying to convince Diamanda that he is actually also a victim in this whole thing. Just a higher ranking victim. And therefore it's even worse for him because he had to... Anyways, that whole thing. So you don't catch his attention immediately. I think that at first it's the person who sort of sees you come down is Glister. And so she sort of comes up to you, arms wide, and going, "It worked! It worked. The witch is dead.
Good
Yes.
job.
It did
guys.
indeed.
No.
You did a very good job.
Ysdred, can you move your microphone up a bit?
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
It's, I can see my sister again. We can go home.
Yes.
Well, she should be right outside, actually.
Is she?
Yes.
She sort of turns to see the other actors that are, some of them that are looking in her direction. We haven't really decided, well, they haven't really decided what they want to do with this place. I want nothing to do with it anymore. But some of them have been trying to convince me to stay on as a teacher or some sort. But, is she just outside? Should we let her
Let
in?
me
Should I go out
message
to her?
her. I'll message her.
Thank you. Ysdred, you've got message?
Yes.
Okay. Well then, I will bring in... is it Glimmer?
Yes.
Message is the cantrip, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't
yes.
matter too much, but it's 120 feet of distance. So
Um,
in this case, I can even send glow just to
Yeah.
get them back.
Sure.
Glow, that was the name.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. I will... they're not here because they aren't the named NPCs. Anyways, yes. Yes, so Gleam. And where's Sir Dandelion? Amador. There you go. So yeah, as you sent your little companion Mina, who comes back maybe 10 minutes later, with the familiar gate of Gleam and the pompous Dandelion Amador, who is very much still... Amador is very much in... Yes, he's been told that it is safe to come in, but he's very head on a swivel, right? To the point... Well, you can actually... Yeah,
Yeah.
you can actually see him up there. To the point where he's his dandelion head almost looks like a sunflower as it's roaming around or turning around in all directions. Hand on his hilt, ready for any treachery, until the moment where the two sisters see each other, and there's a moment of it's an acrobatic hug as they almost leap to meet each other, ending up into an arc, and spinning. There's almost a moment of poetry in their in this gesture. As both of them hold each other forehead to forehead, and whatever is whispered in that moment between them is not for our ears.
Yeah.
Sensing the moment, Amador sort of walks around them and comes up to you four. He goes, "Well, friends, the beast is slain, from what I could see. Are you sure it is not one of our tricks?"
Oh no, not
Not
this
this
time.
time.
Well, a good thing has been done this day. And with that, I can see the end of my mission, the head turning towards Gleam, being one step closer, and I'm thankful for it. Though it will mean that we will have to part, but such is life, and such is the road ahead. So, tell me,
Maybe you could help.
how so?
Well, there's a lot of things that were robbed from people,
I can
and
imagine so.
we're gonna give them to the Witchlight Carnival. So maybe spread the word.
I think at that point, Hurley, the bugbear, who has sort of shed his dinosaur costume, says, "You've got something for the carnival? Some of us have decided to. That it'd be probably the easiest to get everybody there, and then, we drop them off wherever we find.
We kind of assumed that you would want to go see your brother.
Yeah. Homecoming's going to be a bit difficult, but considering how I left...
They often are.
Yeah, I guess so. But...
No, what actually happened is we have a whole bunch of trinkets that Hag stole from different people, and we have no way of knowing who it belongs to. So we were thinking maybe the carnival going through all those different places can help people find their stuff.
Oh yeah, that's why we have a lost and found. Yeah, no. Yeah, but just hand it here.
By the way, about lost and found.
Yes.
If you're going back to the carnival, can you tell what was the name again?
The displacer beast.
The displacer responsible for the lost and found. What was her name?
That we found Star.
We found her cub, Star. It is currently safe with friends.
Oh, she'll love that. She'll love that. I'll let her know. Absolutely.
What's their name?
What is her name? I'm looking it up as well.
I am trying to find it again.
It was not an easy name. So
Lost
it's
property.
I've got it.
Yeah,
I've got it.
Dirlagon. Dirlagon.
See, it was not an easy one.
Dirla, yeah, Dirla.
Yeah, Durla. Yeah. I'll let Durla know. Oh, she'll be so happy. With friends, you say? So.
Yes.
Yes.
Is there any way? Should we make a stop before we leave? Is she here in Yon?
No, in Hither.
Oh, right.
Oh, Titter, right?
Tidder,
Yes, Tidder.
sorry.
Hither, Tither, or Yon? Tither.
Titter, I'm pretty sure.
Tidder.
Yeah, with the
Yes.
lost voice.
Yeah.
Lost. Right. A lot of lost things, including boys.
Yes.
Right. Kids, by the way. Most of them weren't. Yeah. Well, you've been... Well, that's why they call it lost and found, I guess. You basically give him the satchel?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. You did not look through it, right? You just emptied it and just gave it off.
I said I took a look. But,
You took a look?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything in particular that would catch your eye?
I don't know. Probably something that would look like memories would attract her.
Let's see. Okay, here we go. Okay, I just this is really funny, especially for you, Gabby. It's a small copper ring, something that sort of catches your eye, right? It's a small copper ring in which is set a round stone of blue quartz. But you can also feel that the ring itself the stone is made to sort of shift color. You will discover this more when you actually examine it and identify it. But this is a ring of Deceiver's Warning. It's a common magic item. The stone color changes to red if a shapeshifter comes within 30 feet of you. I swear I'll send you the randomizer, but yeah. Um,
In
However,
another life.
I can imagine that this object in the Feywild in particular is red 95% of the time.
um,
Shifter?
maybe.
Not sure.
Well, you've got changelings. You've got a lot of the greater Fey are shapeshifters as well. But I think this is very specific. So there's a difference between being able to. There's a difference between being able to change your shape and being a shapeshifter.
Yeah,
But
okay.
who knows?
Fair enough.
Ysdred, you've got this. In addition to your whip of warning, you have another security.
I
should
mean,
take
for a warden.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's maybe the one ring. Maybe
The One Ring.
I know what I said. Sort of called to you in a way, right? As you it felt there's a good fit to it. Is it there's maybe a moment where you're thinking this belonged to somebody else, but the ring doesn't seem to be disturbed by that in a way.
It
I don't know
doesn't
how
feel
you
like
feel.
stealing.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't feel like stealing. It feels like a gift. From whom you
Okay.
have no idea.
Okay, so I'll take it then.
Would anybody else have looked into it?
Sure, why not?
Just to see what we can.
Yeah. I mean, Mina, having seen someone rummage through the bag, would also have gotten a look like, oh, what was she collecting, type of thing.
If you find something nice and pointy, it would be nice. If you find something else, even
wait,
better.
Plum, seriously? You just said something nice and pointy?
Well, I don't know, a sword or something, or a
You'll
sword that can
find
hold.
ears.
How about a broken fang talisman? So it's a
Sure, I said the random word. It has something.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
This talisman is a piece of burnished copper shaped into a curved fang with a large crack through the middle. While wearing the talisman, you can use an action to cast the encrypt decrypt spell. I don't know if I know that spell. You know what? I will say that I'll change this, but to give you basically, you can use once per long rest the identify spell.
Nah. Okay, good.
There's a ring to identify.
There is a ring
Like
to
Mina's
identify.
ring.
Oh.
By the way, my ring is on my finger.
Okay.
Mhm.
Put the necklace on.
Okay. Who else? Mina, Tavaren?
Mina looks, but originally, at the beginning, she's less interested in taking an object and more curious about what kind of objects are in there. But if one of them speaks to her, she's gonna pick it up.
Okay. Well then, let's go for this. Okay, this is fun. I'm liking this one. Rod of Verbatim. Tiny runic scripts cover much of this thin brass rod. While holding the rod, you can use the bonus action to activate it. For 10 minutes, it translates any language spoken within 30 feet into Common. The translation can be auditory or can appear as glowing golden script upon it. A choice that you make when you activate it. If the translation appears on a surface, the surface must be within 30 feet, and each word remains for 1 round after it was spoken.
You can subtitle life.
So the
And
rod,
it's the rod of.
It's rod of verbatim. But all of these, I believe, these are not.
Yeah, no.
These are not items, so I will put them in player notes.
Thank you.
And then I'll try and.
Thanks.
Oh, what was it, Ysdred? Oh, unfortunately. Did you? I'll look them up later.
Yeah.
Because of course it's random, so I didn't keep the previous ones. And so Tavaren, what are you looking for? Is it? Do you think a rod? Would it be a wand? Would it be a potion? Would it be something? Rain staff. I'll go for another wondrous item. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay. This is an oracle charm. It's something that you would have recognized. I think this is. Okay, here we go. This is something that you recognize because of the memories that the Stargazer gave you.
Yeah.
You recognize as this being an oracle charm from his culture. Maybe this could have been his.
No.
It resembles a small human finger bone engraved with runes and complicated knotwork patterns. As you contemplate a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes, you can use an action to snap the charm in half to gain the benefit of an augury spell. Used once, the charm is destroyed.
Nice.
So you get one
use of augury.
One use of augury.
Okay.
Ysdred, let's see. Could you remind me? Did you have the name of the item?
No, I didn't have a name, but it was a ring with
Yeah.
a blue quartz, changing blue quartz. But I don't believe you said the name.
Yeah, so it is the. I will. I've got it here. There we go. It's the Ring of Deceiver's Warning. I just have the text. And for yours and Plum, basically you get one use of the Identify spell per day. Well, I'll find you something. Okay. Well, randommagicitems.com. Little shout out. Right. On that note, so as each of you sort of pulled your reward from Santa Claus's sack, you give off the red bag to Hurley, who promptly puts it on his back, looking very much now with his red undersuit like someone out of a Christmas Carol or Christmas Caroler, and starts basically calling out to different people, try to organize now the caravan of whoever might want to go home through the at least home somewhat temporary of the carnival. Which is pretty much most people, I think. There's a couple of goblins that want to stay stage fright.
A last thing that Mina would suggest is she go to who is it that is trying to organize the castle as a school in acting?
I think this would have been the idea has been sort of been pushed in by Granum, one of the actor goblins, one of the out of town goblins.
Yeah. So she would take Granham and Burley together and say,
Hurley.
Hurley, yeah, not Burley, the other one.
I keep messing them up as well.
Oh, there you go. I put your name. You should be able to see his name now.
Yeah.
They do look very similar.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Almost like if they were brothers.
I know it's not a done deal, and I know it's gonna take a while, but if they want to make it a school for acting here, maybe the Carnival would be interested in sponsoring it. That way, when they need new acts and new actors, they can first and foremost look up if people here are interested.
Oh, well, that's really above my pay grade.
Yes, but
I
you're
can
going
always,
back.
I can bring the idea to Mr. Witch and Mr. Light.
Yes.
I don't think that should. I mean, also, it's. Well, that's gonna be their decision, and we'll have to pretty much see. I mean, who owns this place now? Right? It's.
Right now, no one. But if our mission is successful, we should have the original owner back.
Well, then that's gonna be up to them to sign the contract with Mrs. Witch and Light. But I'll bring them the idea. I'm sure they'll be interested.
Thank you. And if it can't be done here, it can still be an idea for another place.
Oh yeah. Of course.
I know there were jonesing about recruitment and being difficult and so on. So.
Well, I mean, there's recruitment and there's forced imprisonment. You're talking about the Witchlight? They're having trouble?
Yeah. Apparently.
Oh.
But then again, the Hag's management style maybe wasn't for everyone.
I'm clearly out of the loop for a lot of things. And I don't know if I really want to know. I'll bring your best. You're not coming with us then?
No, we still have work to do here.
Okay. Is there anything I need to bring back? A letter? Anything?
No, actually, they should be good.
You see Plum very quickly scribble something on a letter and give it to our dear friend. Like, can you give this to my sister, please?
Hey,
I would
yeah,
greatly
of course.
appreciate
You sort of
to reassure her that everything is okay.
ordinary piece of paper or the fluttering one?
No, ordinary one.
Okay, I just
Not
wanted to know if you were
gonna-
gonna send an angry bird at your sister.
I gave all the Angry Bird paper to Mina.
I know. I'm just asking. Though between the two, I'm pretty sure that if you had a piece of paper, you would ask Mina for a piece of paper. So anyway,
Yeah.
So he sort of that particular letter, he sort of puts it in his pocket. That sort of red vest that he's wearing. Right. Okay then. If that's all, then let's get going. Amador, can show us the way? Yes. One moment, my friend. He sort of turns to the four of you and said, friends. In helping me finish this task, I would be remiss if I would not offer you something in return. I know now that your quest is bringing you to the gates of the Palace of Heart's Delight.
Yes,
If you would have a need of it, I can guide you to those gates. I know yon quite well, and the passages between this mountain range and the gardens of the palace are well known to me.
Well, that's nice.
That would be very helpful.
There's apparently also supposed to be a bell that brings us there.
A bell?
We found something that said that there would be a bell that's if we ring the bell that it would bring us to our heart's desire, which we kind of assumed it would end.
No. How cryptic.
To the gate. Yeah.
I do not know of this bell. But if you feel that you wish to use those means and test them, then well, it is your choice.
How long? Well. Anyways, I think we would only leave after a good
Yeah, we
night's
need
rest.
Oh, of course. Of course.
So we have time to discuss it. Would you like to stay for the rest and evening?
From what I understand, these theater people are motivated to get this done as quickly as possible. So therefore, as they are accompanying Gleam, I will show the way to the spires. But once they are there, and they have gone through to the portal, my trial will be over, and I will swiftly come back here. If that is amenable to you.
That would be perfect. Safe travels to you, my friend.
And good rest to you, for what you have done here is extraordinary. And if you are not, you should allow yourself to feel pride.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I hadn't done that before, but now I will.
Very well. Soon enough. It takes about it doesn't take very long. Maybe 20 minutes, maybe half an hour. And you see this caravan of peculiar characters, each in weather-worn costumes from different periods, times, and themes, in a way where nothing matches. Walk out hopefully for them, the last time, Motherhorn, and you are left with mostly just stage fright, Granum, and a handful of goblins that are just sitting there, wondering what to do now that job's done. Most of unless you have any more exploring to do, I would suggest we move into a long rest.
Yes, I think that's a good
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
There were a lot of boxes downstairs that we might be interested in having a look
I
at.
think we mostly looked at those. I was sort of
Yeah.
still like checking out the mask room again to see if there was like a way to undo some of the masks, but
Yeah.
honestly, like I'm also a bit like, let's move on.
Between the travel the travel backwards and forwards that the Dandelion Knight will have, you have roughly around maybe 10-12 hours before he comes back. So you could do some light exploring. Maybe Tavaren, you're trying to figure out how these masks work.
Yep.
You know what, Tavaren, make me an Arcana check.
Arcana.
Ooh.
Okay, 17. There's, as a druid, I'll say on a 17, you know that you do not know this.
Mhm.
This is beyond you. This is magic of transfiguration.
Like, if I was a wizard, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. But this, you're definitely realizing this is not just an enchantment. This is changing something into. This is a form of. The masks themselves are. The good thing is that these masks don't necessarily seem to get damaged. Right? You can't scratch them. They seem to be sort of some. It's almost as if the goblin inside was in some sort of stasis.
Yeah.
So
we have time, basically.
potentially you might have time. Some of the masks that were there are probably ancient, probably, but difficult to tell.
So they might be as old as this castle is.
Or as old as the takeover from Enderman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because from what you can understand, from what you can detect from the machine itself, the machine did not seem to come with the castle.
Okay.
It was installed there.
All right.
Yeah. Anything else before we get to our usual? Anything that you wish to do during the time before the pre-rest? Mina, Plum, Ysdred.
Wait a second.
I am going to float around and explore at my ease a bit around, knowing that the biggest dangers are gone. Just to keep my mind off thinking about home and being like, I could have gone home, but I'm still here. I have what I have, but I'm still here. And just float around alone. And just exploration.
Mina will probably go to the library.
Okay.
Again and explore some more books, trying to find the ones that are really more related to this realm and the prophecies or what she saw about this realm in particular.
Ysdred?
No, not really. She doesn't really want to take anything from here.
Not necessarily take anything, just explore. Is there anything that you wish to see, to do?
Oh, sure. I mean, since she doesn't really sleep, she's probably gonna spend some times in the augury, like watching the stars and moon and suns and trying to figure it out, and if not, just watching. Like, it's calming for her.
Okay. Is it just calming, or are you trying to let yourself see something?
Oh, at first she will try to see something, especially since she had her little experience with the share. Like,
I was thinking about that. Yeah. Why don't you make me a wisdom saving throw?
okay.
Oh, 21. Very nice. What's on your mind?
She's mostly thinking about her job as a warden, because we're going through the end of the adventure and she's going back to a normal that isn't really normal for her. So she's trying to project what her future life can be, and if there's something enticing. I don't know. Like,
the impression that comes back. The augury here does not tell of futures as fact. These are futures as possibilities. The way that Endelyn wrote in her books, it's a lot about potential futures and potential catastrophes. And I think there's a moment where you feel that same sensation that you had on the chair. Sort of recognizing it enough that you trust it and you lean into it. And there is a future that there's a comfort in a way where you feel that you might have a purpose. This adventure that you've been on has given you a purpose, but that purpose doesn't have to end necessarily with this particular event, this particular liberation. The realm, this particular realm, was attacked. Maybe it needs a defender. The thought enters your mind, and you're not exactly sure if it's that your own thoughts generating that, those Amarinka, or this orrery that is sort of suggesting these, or maybe a mixture of the three. Anything else?
She's probably a bit puzzled by that. Like, she never picture herself tied to one realm besides the one of the spring, the Lady of the Spring. So she's a bit reluctant to that. So she's gonna kind of dismiss the thought for now and maybe try to look towards something more, something closer, meaning the last hag, like the prisoner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unfortunately it's maybe too close for this orrery to sort of whisper to that. But trust in your friends, trust in your sword, trust in your arm, and you'll get there.
Sure.
Back to you, Mina. As you mentioned that you were looking through the library.
Yeah.
What are you looking for specifically?
So any prophecies she might have written down that are more closely related to either how they got this realm, if she had any prophecies of how they captured Sibilna and how that went down. So either really far into their past or anything more related to. No, that's gonna be mostly be it.
Trying to understand, see if there's an archive of how she got to this place.
Yeah.
Make me an investigation check. DC is going to be pretty high because you're looking for something fairly specific.
Yeah.
And fairly secret, right?
Investigation,
as you're looking through the books.
Yeah.
I was about to say I'll give you advantage because of your little friend. Oh, that's a double 15.
Yeah.
Nothing. You don't. What's okay? So on a 15, you don't find anything that specific. You don't find a battle plan.
Yeah, no, I get it.
But it is... You do find... It is... There are notes, I get hints, that a lot of it has to do with Zabilna's Cauldron. A prize artifact that belonged to their mother. And that by use of trust, they could imprison her and take her power. But you're not exactly sure if it's power over this land or power magical or whatnot. But it has to do with the cauldron. With a cauldron. Well, I'll say this. For you, it's a cauldron. For them, it's the cauldron. It seems that they knew very specifically which one they were talking about. And again, it was a gift from their mother.
Yeah, I guess if she inherited it from her mother, it would be the cauldron for everyone. Because,
But yeah, that's not. There's not much more to pull from that. Tavaren?
All right.
Okay. Sorry, Mina. You finished?
Yeah.
Or...
At least we know that the cauldron really is important in this situation.
Yes. The treachery is around that particular that cauldron. Yeah. Yes, Tavaren. We spoke about the masks. Plum. What is, as you're walking around, these halls are now empty. Gone are the echoes from the actors, the sobs from the hostages. Even the shadows don't seem to move at your approach.
Okay.
Though, as I mentioned previously, though these halls are now more dead than they were a few hours ago, there's a new energy, almost like storm clouds lifting a bit, right? There isn't that heaviness of rain or that pressure on your shoulders. But that maybe then again that could be because of your new wings.
Like I said, I'll let myself guide with the new energy around, and I'll see where I'll end up. But I'll just explore and float around and have all my little old thoughts about myself, how the adventure went, and how I feel. And that's it, actually.
Let's try and see, because I would like to go somewhere with this. But as a player, what would you want Plum to either discover or meet or...
You know what? Because he's really taking his time, I think I'm just gonna do an investigation.
Okay.
But like anything at pure random. This is pure randomness. Luck of the fairy, luck of the fae.
Yeah.
Just like, like floating around and just hitting a wall and then something fall on his head and you're like, oh, okay. But just let's reword it otherwise.
Yeah,
feeling the energy that has uplifted a bit, and just grasping that a little bit to see where it would guide him somewhere or not.
Right. Well, make me an investigation check. What was that? That's a
20 or 25.
Okay. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Huh. You walk, you float, you flutter throughout the castle. There's a moment where your path brings you back to the actors' cots, and you're looking at the different items that they left behind. And I think one of them you find it's a small book. Title's a bit fuzzy or a bit sort of mashed. And somehow, yeah, you're drawn to it. As you start opening it up and sort of looking through it, it's a play, clearly written by somebody fairly amateurish. Some of the language is just not really right, or the rhythm isn't there. But somehow you kind of recognize the rhythm to it. The author wrote the way he spoke, and that voice is something familiar to you.
Okay.
Taken maybe by a hunch or whatnot, you look to the front of the... I'm going to ask you a question here, Plum. What is the title of this play written by your father?
Oof. The Final Star.
The Final Star.
Yeah.
You start realizing as you're seeing the signature, the name of your father on this, and this is something that was printed in Waterdeep years ago, right? There's maybe 20 of these things. He was very proud when he printed them out. Yeah. He was handing it to everybody, and it almost became some sort of a joke at some point because everybody was going, "Oh yeah, absolutely, everybody's a playwright," right? And there was maybe a moment in his later days where it became sort of a joke, right? He was very proud of it, then sort of ashamed of it, so then it became sort of a joke, and yeah, everybody's a playwright. He was never put down or pushed down for writing it, but it was clear that this was not something that was going to be published or played on a grand stage. Besides, the circus is not really that kind of thing. But yeah, it's something that, in a way, this is what you're holding here is a dream that your father tried to realize. Not quite fully formed, but it could step in a good direction.
Okay. At that moment, while looking at the book, he sees his necklace dangling a bit, and he's like, Do I know while walking around, is the item attuned to me?
I think the item itself is almost like it's almost like a tuning fork, right? It's something along the lines of you understand. It's not really an attunement. It's more about if you tap it, the same way a tuning fork will give you a specific acoustic.
Yeah.
This is something that almost translates magical energy. This is a way to read magic for those who are not necessarily attuned to the arcane.
Okay.
The book, if you're planning on using the identify spell on the book is completely mundane.
Oh, I'm gonna keep it. It's just to fly back and help Mina identify the ring, because I have a hunch what it is, and I think Mina will be very happy. So I'm gonna help Mina. Mina can, while going to the library.
Hi, Plum. Hey, look.
Your ring.
Yeah, wait a minute. She's gonna rummage to her pocket and then get the ring out. There you go. What do you want to do with it?
And in a flourish, he's gonna take an item in his hand. He's gonna beep 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 beepity boppity boo. Give a new identity to this item too. And I'm gonna cast Identify on it.
Okay. This is a ring of. I think that I had it here. This is the Ring of Shooting Stars. A very rare item. While wearing this ring in dim or darkness, or dim light or darkness, you can cast dancing lights and light at will. Casting either spell from the ring requires an action. It has 6 charges, regaining 1d6 expended charges daily at dawn. You can expend 1 charge to cast Fairy Fire, and you can expend 2 charges as an action to create from 1 to 4 3-foot diameter spheres of lightning. The more spheres you create, the less powerful each sphere is individually. In short, you read the whole thing, but as a they basically basically you summon them around you, and you can move them around. And according to how many there are, or the concentration, they do various damage when they hit. And finally, Shooting Stars, you can spell 1 to 3 charges as an action. And for every charge you expend, you launch a glowing mote of light within 60 feet. And basically, again, damage, basically fire damage, as that point is showered in sparks.
I explain everything while holding the ring towards Mina. This is what your ring does.
Oh. Ooh.
And second question, because
Thank
you
you,
are
Plum.
very known. Do you know someone who is very good in acting and in writing and in singing and all that you know around in Waterdeep maybe?
I can think of a couple of people. Yes.
I maybe have a project I would like to discuss, but I need someone really trustworthy and someone who has the touch of art at the same time also, you know?
I think I can think of one person at least. She's pretty amazing.
Okay, well, I
And what better person for a one-man show than somebody who can literally change into any role? Oh, because the Last Star is definitely a one-man show.
But thank you for the information. Here is your very interesting ring, and I'm going to read a bit, and there you go. And I'll hop somewhere in a chair and just read the book of my father again.
The ring will go from the pocket on the finger.
It is attunement, but that you have your long rest to do so.
Mm-hmm.
On that note, I would ask my 4 players, is there anything that you wish to discuss as part of this long rest? Is there an additional camp scene that you would like to enact?
The unicorn horn.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
there's going to be a general camp scene for the unicorn horn.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, then let's play through that, shall we? After maybe an hour or 2 of your different musings and different explorations, you find yourselves in a fairly weirdly intimate candlelight dinner set up in the library on that same table where the elder darklings were sort of perusing. But this time, you being the only ones left, the goblins have gone back to basically sort of preparing whatever. And so you have this sort of assortment of... Again, the table here is set up as a dinner, but on stage for a theater. So you start realizing that a lot the cutlery everything looks fine from aware, but then when you realize as you come up close that the tablecloth is not necessarily right, the spoons and the forks are a bit off, but nonetheless you have a meal here, as best as they could do with what was offered. But you are left alone, the four of you. Well, 5, with Tavaren's eagle. Hawk?
Hawk.
Hawk. Not too far away.
Technically 6 with glow.
True.
The more the merrier.
4 protagonists, anyways, and assorted companions. Oh, I'll add to this as well. The other companions that you had, you realize that Mina, you no longer have a puppet in your bag. As soon as the troop of actors went away, the last thing that you saw was in one of their packs a small wooden hand going, "Thank you, see you soon."
Yeah. So break a leg.
Break a
Is
leg
gone.
is gone. Yeah. And I will also add to that where Glumo, so the prisoner. I forget their name. Come on. Where are you, buddy? Glomo. So the the Briganock, who was trapped, has also left. But this time he is. You've seen him on the shoulder of the Dandelion, clearly discussing very important matters with a giant bumblebee. His little soul rolling around as a light around the 3 of them. So yes, you have your NPCs have disappeared. It's just the 4 of you.
All right then.
So, and I know that we're supposed to like need the horn, but I kind of feel like we should give it back to the unicorn that it belongs to. And
So tomorrow we're going to the castle. I think that we're gonna need the horn pretty soon, since it's supposed to open the castle. We can't get in without the horn, if I understood the curse and the magic properly.
And then
I
change
know-
back the working horse.
Yes, because I know that he's been trapped probably for a long time,
yeah,
but going back on something I felt, and I think I'm not the only one, when you are missing part of yourself and you've been separated from your family, your mate, the person that you love, the persons that you love for such a long time. If I didn't have you and the quest, after I had my name back, I would have just gone home as fast as I could. Because that is what we all long for. I understand the will to liberate him. I also fear that if we liberate him, he will just poof away the minute he's free without even letting us talk. Or he's going to attack.
I mean, I for one would be grateful for the people that liberated me. And if they were like, "Hey, by the way, if you could come with us," and
He's been separated from his mate for who knows how long.
yes,
Honestly,
you didn't poof.
no. But he has no reason to stay.
Well, maybe.
Well, technically, we don't know if we give the horn back if it's going to work either, because hag magic is not good magic. Maybe we need to save the persons who is the propriety of this beautiful realm, and maybe we can ask like, hey, we have horn, we have rocking chair of horse, can you help us do this correctly? I am not wizards, and I have no experience in magic, and I know with the carnival, if you do something wrong in wiring or something else, it can go very bad. So I think there are both options. We can wait, or we can do it, or we save a person of the realm and we ask to her. She seems smart.
Person of the realm?
Well, the person that's stuck in castle with little chicken stubble
Sibylla.
on the Sibylla. Yes. Oh, all those difficult names. I'm already happy I know your name. That's already good enough for me.
What if we go to the mates?
That is a realm away
Yes.
and would add considerable time.
We could send bird. I think horse can read. Yes.
Like, I, for one, feel really bad about having the means to make someone whole again and not doing it because it's maybe inconvenient.
I understand point.
Maybe inconvenient is not how I would define this situation. Because if anything goes wrong, we're gonna find ourselves chasing a unicorn that doesn't want to cooperate. That is not something I want to do. That is not
Or
something
we
that
have a unicorn that cooperates with us.
Sometimes taking a risk is also good. So I understand both of points very
Like,
well.
we might have to like chase, or we have an ally. Pretty powerful ally, I'd say. Like, a unicorn is not something to be sneezed at.
No, I understand. I know it. But seeing how involved his mate was ready to be, that is almost not. And how insistent she was on getting her mate back, I don't want to take that bet. Because if he disappears on us the moment he is flesh again, that adds at least 3 days to our quest.
Can you
Because-
maybe message the unicorn? That feels like a decision they should be part of. Plus, if they can come, they will be with their mate.
Maybe we can get 2 unicorns as allies.
An army of unicorn. Yeah.
If we can convince the mate from the lake, whose name I definitely remember, if we can convince them to come here while we release their mate.
It was too dangerous for her to fight one hag. Do you really think she's
Yeah, but
going
there's
to
no
be?
hex to be fought here.
You think that the other two sisters are not going to be at the castle defending it
No,
up
here.
until the moment?
Here. I'm talking about here. We are sitting at a campfire here. I'm not suggesting to bring to do this horn reunification at the lion's den. I'm saying where we
Because the
are now,
horn-
where it's safe.
The horn is going to have to go to the castle anyways.
Yes, but
Maybe
wouldn't
not
it be
bringing
nicer to put it on someone's forehead instead of in our hands while we're holding the body hostage?
It is less risky to bring simply the horn to the castle than to expose a whole fucking unicorn to the power of 2 hags.
I disagree.
They
Still
already stole the horn of 1 unicorn to
Yes,
put
but
a
they'll have
spell
us
on
by
the
their
castle.
side.
I still think we could ask her mate.
Kinda agree, we could ask. Because I kind of feel a bit weird to have like options of like, well, to be whole again and to withhold that. That means that maybe we're not better than certain people then.
It feels a bit haggy to hold on to the horn for me. Like, I don't like it.
Yeah,
If
like-
everyone else wants to do it, I'll go along with it. I just wanted to say that I don't like it.
I feel weird because, well, I lost my wings, and if someone had the opportunity to give my wings, I would have been very happy too.
If I had to keep my name lost for 24 more hours so that we can free a whole realm instead of just me getting my name back and going home and the whole of the realm staying trapped, I take those 24 hours more.
Yeah, but you're not. Like, what you're suggesting is not offering the option. You're suggesting we just take that time and not
Well,
ask.
if anyone has a way to message and contact the unicorn, I'll listen to what she has to say.
Well,
But
we
I
can-
know that I would rather be the villain in their story because I kept the horn 24 hours more, but the whole realm is free, than give it back right now and having it disappear on us while we still need it.
We are not in agreement on that.
Yeah, my suggestion was based on the fact that you could message. Sure, I can prepare that spell. I'm looking through that.
You need sending for
You need sending, and none of us
no,
have
no, no.
sending.
not mess. Like the specific situation for that is sending, not message. Message is 120 feet.
Yeah, no.
Sending. Well, I have idea, but depends if we're patient or not. Is we can send bird to lost children and they can talk on our behalf and see what they send back as an answer, but they don't have means of communication. Kind of complicated to communicate with not the right spells. Look, I just want to help. That's the most important thing. But I just feel weird. That's the only thing I want to put on table. But I trust the judgment of everyone, and I like Tavaren said, I will follow with the majority of things. But you're not a villain, Mina. You're a good person. So yes, and he continues to eat.
No, I do not have send.
No, we don't have sending.
Now, I'll say this. You would be sufficiently knowledgeable, the four of you, to realize if you sent that if you send a paper bird to Will, not only will he be able to read it, probably get into contact with a unicorn, probably find a way to contact you as well.
Well, it is an option.
Considering
Yep.
who he is and what he is.
A paper bird
Yeah.
seems like a good idea.
I agree.
So at least we try. But, like I said, everyone had very good points. And I think after a very hard discussion, we need to open one of those bottle of wines. No?
Yes.
Yes,
Let
I
me
agree.
Let me write the message first.
Yeah, but I
Before
want
the
to know.
bottle? Yeah, probably.
I want to see how 100 gold tastes. Come on.
What does gold taste like?
Well, you've got somebody you could ask.
It's a bit metallic.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in the taste of gold.
Okay.
Surprisingly,
Actually, it's a gold flake wine, which means Ysdred, you just poisoned, you died. New character.
yeah,
Oof.
I'm technically allergic to it, but
Yeah.
It's Jägermeister. It's Jägermeister.
Oh, God.
Does Jägermeister have? Is that the one with the gold
Yes.
flakes?
Strike.
Yeah. One of them.
Okay.
Ugh.
Well, how about this? You write the letter, send that to Will. The paper bird sort of flies up. There's a flit as it shapes into this sort of origami shape. Goes to slice at your hand, Mina. There's a moment where you almost sort of pull back, just tap it on, you bat it back on its beak, and then flies.
There's a postscriptum. Sorry for the bird. It is aggressive.
Yeah.
It's very unlikely to kill anyone with the paper cuts.
And you sent it out.
Still
Mhm.
hurts.
You do not. You trust Will and his companions and the unicorn to find some way of responding to you in appropriate time. But for now, this small gathering is in celebration for what you have accomplished. Calling out to and waiting for the news of a unicorn as to what to do about a horse and a horn. And on that note, please hit the long rest button,
Yay!
Hell yeah.
and we will end it off here for tonight.
Oh, there goes the temporary hit points.
Oh, come on.
Man.
That is the least of your...
Hey, they protected me very well from the paper cuts.
That's
I'm
exactly.
very happy about it. That's a
Right.
quote. I'm gonna note down. At least they protected me from the paper cuts. Thank you very much.
On that note, once again, I've got more notes in a musical sheet. Friends, foes, those undeclared, you know the drill. If you are just here for the story, feel free to move on to the next episode, our next session. If you want to know a bit more about our thoughts, our processes, and just us just dropping off whatever we would have, just wait for half a minute, and we'll be right back with our little after show. For those that we will see on the other side, we'll see you on the other side. For the others, see you soon.
Bye.
Mina who wrote the letter. So
Oh, please don't tell me.
everything.
Okay. No, I just realized that the recording. I have no idea when the recording was off pause, so we might have just forgotten this whole section here.
Oh shit. Yeah, well.
It's late. It's both here and in the campaign. Anyways,
But thank you for the fun game. It was chill.
thank you all. Apologies for those who did not hear our thoughts. But to be honest, we were all very much thanking each other for the game, for the little touching. Again, love the shout outs to Sorcerer and Plum's with the book, Mina's and Tavaren's sort of philosophical debate as to what to do with a unicorn horn. Should we keep it? Should we? I'm pretty sure that we'll have that conversation again.
Yeah.
In at the end of the next session to kind of see how that conclusion comes in.
To be fair, there is also some slight part of just Mina being a tiny little bit egoistic and saying, if the unicorn for any reason doesn't want to go to the palace, that means that
It makes our lives a lot harder, yeah.
Time before we can go home, and she really just wants to go home.
Yeah.
And Tavaren is much more like, that's up to them, though.
Yeah. But yeah, there is that.
We can wait a bit longer.
Actually, here's the thing. Actually, I have a question with regards, because home was definitely a theme, at least for Mina and Plum, right? There was something about Ysdred as well, where in her musings about, is there, okay, what comes after, right? It's the final evening before the final battle. What are we planning be on the other side? I would love to have Gabby here to sort of talk about that. We'll definitely try and catch her later with that. But what's Tavaren's thought of home, of after this, if there is anything?
I think Tavaren, of course, was very obsessed with. And now I'm blanking on the old name of Mina's character, but
No.
Anna.
Like, Tavaren was very obsessed with Anna. Mina is a very different person, and there's definitely like probably a bit of realization of like, oh, maybe I was.
I don't have my answer anymore.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I think that has probably made Tavaren's idea of home more
Vague.
going back again instead. Before, if it was still Anna, it would have been like, no. Home is Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Now it's probably like, is it though?
Interesting. The idea of the idea of the Little Mermaid going, this is not the guy I thought he was. And going,
No,
you know what?
It's literally a different person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Sebastian was right. Yeah, okay, I actually do find that interesting. Definitely kind of see how that's going to turn out. Because of course, right, according to your different definitions and what your heart's desires, that is definitely something that I'm going to ask you to think about, because when we finish the campaign, we're going to have to be able, I'm going to want you to explain that or send me, sort of privately, what your thoughts on that, and so we can put that into play in the conclusion. And so I like the fact that, yes, we had Plum mentioned with the book, and the idea that maybe, okay, let's bring back my father, if not back to life, at least in the current memory with that book. Mina going, I want to go home. I'm tired of this this adventure I was so excited to go on. Now I need to go home. Bilbo started.
I have a good idea of what
Heinrich is so proud of you. Your first adventure, already tired of that shit. Heinrich is so proud of you.
I mean,
He's looking.
Yes.
It's Bilbo realizing that they forgot their handkerchief, right? This is
Heinrich had so many moments of like, I want to go home.
Like Heinrich is scribing and he's like, "Fuck yeah, sister. Fuck yeah."
To be fair, Mina hasn't been home since she was 7.
true.
True?
You're not wrong. You are not wrong on that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Though you do have Anna's memories.
I have Anna's memories, but those are not the same person. And so I imagine them as more of a story that a movie that you really have in your head because you've seen it so many times that you really know it. But there is a screen. You're not in the story.
Mm. I cannot wait to see Mina, Wilhelmina, Thunderstaff come back to her debutante's ball, and things have completely changed. Right? All of those all those people sort of, oh yes, the young Thunderstaff, a bit childish. Wait, what? That's gonna be an interesting scene to play out, I think. But yeah, and I found it interesting again to be talked with Gabby. The idea that Ysdred put herself there in this moment of going, I want to know more. I'm going to go into augury. I'm going to go and try and get this information out of the machine. I love the fact that she referenced her passage in the chair as well, which sort of helped that whole thing.
Yeah.
And then of course of course, I know kind of the ending. I know where I was going with some of the things. So, okay, you might find this. And the fact that Ysdred are going, nah, that's weird. Why would I have those thoughts? I found very interesting. So, yeah, I think it's gonna be an interesting conclusion when we get to and I do think that a lot of it is going to turn around is going to be around the defining of home, right?
Yeah.
We have what is an adventure, where does an adventure end, and it ends when it comes to when you come home, and which is pretty much the ending of The Hobbit.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the final ending of The Lord of the Rings.
Where indeed, like, maybe the Shire isn't home.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. That is exactly that. That's the Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
The
Or
Shire is
anymore,
no longer-
yeah.
Yeah. At the end of the Lord of the Rings, the Shire is no longer home, and that's very Tavaren, as from what you've been saying. Mina is very much the Hobbit. I'm going, okay, you know what? I need a bath. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I'm curious to see which book we can apply to Plum and Ysdred.
The Silmarillion.
No. Return of the King.
Well, that's
Which
Tavaren.
is basically
Which is
all
Tavaren.
the endings.
Yeah, all the endings. Yeah.
Exactly, so that I don't need to pick one.
Fair enough.
All right.
Okay. On that note,
Yep.
I'd like to thank my players for a lovely evening spent in your company. Thank you for those watching, and for your support. And we will see you next time, sooner than last time, hopefully. And on that note, good night.
Yeah.
Stay safe. Stay cheerful.